Well, good day. I'm Dwayne Matz. Welcome to today's Living Word. I wonder how many of you remember the pet rock craze of 1975. Yeah, these little rocks, they sold for $4 a piece, came with a custom cardboard box complete with ventilation holes so the rock could breathe, of course, and some straw bedding. It was meant to imitate a pet carrier. Well, the fad lasted about 6 months, and an advertising executive named Gary Dahl sold more than 1 million of them, becoming a millionaire overnight because of pet rocks. Well, today I want to spend a little time talking about stones. Did you know that stones have ears? In Joshua 24:27, Joshua used a stone as a witness to a covenant that the Lord had made with the Israelites. He set the stone up by an oak tree and said, "Behold, this stone shall be a witness to us, for it has heard all the words of the Lord which he spoke to us. It shall therefore be a witness to you, lest you deny your God." That stone heard what God had promised and what the people had promised. And if God chooses, those stones could be called, or that stone, I should say, could be called upon on the last day to testify. And we shouldn't be surprised that God is able to call upon stones as witnesses. Jesus said in Luke 19:40, "I tell you that if these should keep silent, the stones would immediately cry out." And not only do rocks have ears, evidently they can speak as well. Makes me wonder about those stones that the men were planning to toss at that woman caught in the act of adultery. Remember? They must have said something like, "Drop me," or "Put me down," because none of them were without sin. We pick up that story in John 8, beginning at verse 10. When Jesus had raised himself up and saw no one but the woman, and probably the stones laying on the ground, he has he said, "Has no one condemned you?" And she said, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said to her, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Those stones on the ground testify that he did not condemn the woman, but they also heard his charge to the woman to not commit adultery again. Go and sin no more. As Romans 8:1 says, "There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit." Stones have ears. I'm Dwayne Matz, and that's today's Living Word.